Now you're looking at Cardi B right now.
Right.
Why she got to dress like that? Why?
Power.
Trying to gain your attention artificially. So she's not trying to get your attention strictly based on just the music, but she seems she needs to go to other extremes in order to get your attention and get your respect.
I mean, you sell what you gotta sell.
Money, gotta have it. Make it disappear and reappear like magic. Money, gotta have it. Make it disappear and reappear like magic.
You know what I'm saying? It's like that's what she want to sell. That's what she's trying to sell. Because women, you know, you sell sexuality. That goes along with your, you know, your gimmick possibly. You know what I mean? So yeah, she's trying to sell what she's trying to sell to get ahead to everywhere she want to get to. Personally, the Lauryn Hills, you know what I mean, the Jill Scotts, can't get enough of those type of artists. You know what I'm saying? It's tons of female artists that have very soulful sound, have a, you know what I mean, a point. You know,
female
have
rappers,
something like
we still
that.
got Rod Digger still putting out.
Rod Digger's still ill.
Rhapsody is still ill. Jean Grey, I don't know what Jean Grey's been up to recently.
Mm-hmm.
But Lauryn Hill, she really could spit. Go back and listen to the old.
Go back and listen to it, man.
Yeah.
It's fire, man. All day. But I mean, it's a thing where you have artists that, you know, now. Okay, you have artists that idolize dressing in obscene clothing, you know what I'm saying? But still idolize the thug moniker.
But wait. Mm-hmm. I gotta hit you with this. Was Lil Kim real hip hop? You know, Nicki Minaj, Cardi B, all this new female MC image.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying to follow the lead that Lil Kim set out. So are we gonna say Lil Kim was fake hip hop?
Lil Kim, with her artistry, her music, the bar structure was probably a little more creative. For the simple fact that you had Big, Notorious B.I.G. that she pretty much, you know, idolized as far as flow wise. To me, Lil Kim sound like a female version of Big. It's just with female terminology.
So she real hip hop. The image doesn't matter. It's all about the artistry.
The artistry, the image can be image is what you project.
Eminem was very destructive with his music. It wasn't a lot of positive shit, but they're still real hip hop. Yeah.
But with Eminem, thing with Eminem,
I'm getting
with Eminem, it empowers the people that might relate to his, you know what I'm saying, him being in the trailer park, him, you know what I'm saying, him coming from a low area to a high area. That's what they say about Cardi B. You know, she's, you know, a broke B from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
She calls herself that.
Right. She come up from nothing. So it's that Scarface story all over again. Okay. People are attracted to, you know, the rags to riches story. So, dealing with that, that's Eminem's allure too, but Eminem dealt with, of course, personal stories and things. One thing, it was destructive, but you can listen to, even when he was killing his wife or Kim and he was having these stories, it was creative on the story, the storytelling ability to tell it. Now, the actual story itself might have been negative to a point, but it was something where you can see as an artists vent a lot of their, you know, relationship, past and history on songs, stuff. No different than a R&B singer venting like that. Doesn't mean it's positive or negative. It's just heavy emotion. That most people say, if it's heavy emotion, that makes for good music, whether it's negative or positive. You know what I'm saying? But Eminem did give you that heavy emotion from his point of view, you know what I mean, from his perspective, growing up, you know, in a trailer park or what have you, etc., etc. So that's his perspective from hip hop. Black MCs can look at that and be like, he's just doing what we did.
And they respect him for being real.
For being real and not, you know what I'm saying,
even though it's not necessarily constructive.
Exactly.
Productive.
Right. but it's an outlet, just like a lot of things that black rappers were saying were not particularly positive, but it was a thing where it's an outlet for to express these emotions, instead of doing something really negative to somebody else. You know what I'm saying? It would just to go to the studio. You know.
So I guess my response to Murs, shout out to Murs, the whole DX breakdown team. Respect to y'all. We actually do watch your videos. We enjoy the videos. You can't make a video that short with the argument of what real hip hop is versus what fake hip hop is. It's a long, much longer discussion.
Yeah, man. It's because even when you say the words real hip hop, you have different groups of people that will interpret that different ways. Then you say fake hip hop, you got people that interpret that different ways. How you broke it down with real hip hop versus fake hip hop. So you broke it down simply from the words real and fake, and well, it's hip hop. This is hip hop. This is not fake hip hop. It's hip hop. We know it's hip hop because they're doing hip hop music. But remember what was one of the acronyms of hip hop? Higher infinite power healing our people, right? So it's like, it's a one thing, it does come from the people, but just because it comes from us doesn't mean that it's beneficial to us. You know what I'm saying? Because last time I checked, we don't control any major record labels as far as black people is concerned. No. So we're not controlling the musical output. No. We're not controlling the flow. No. So we can't control the flow. How can we even say that this is even think like hip hop that we co-sign to? It's just something that's being force fed to us. But we thinking that people have worked extremely hard to get where they at, but it's still a thing where we don't have any control over what's being put out purposely, what's being played. Okay, if I want to make, if we want to make a, everybody gets sober record, would that be played? You know what I'm saying? That would completely contradict all the trap music. You know what I'm saying? Everybody get sober. Everybody get, be clean of lean and crack cocaine and mollies and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's cool to be a junkie. It's cool as hell to be a junkie. It's like
it's the thing now.
It's the thing to be. It's the thing to be. And then like even certain black women, we were discussing this earlier in the earlier topic with black women. They don't know the difference between like a man that's if you listen to this music and it's like it's almost like you have to do the drugs. So you have to be high to even listen to the music, to even really understand, okay, you know what? I didn't really understand Future until I was high listening to Future. You know what I'm saying?
Like with Lil Wayne, the only time I could fuck with Lil Wayne when Lil Wayne was big, and every time I was sober and I heard Lil Wayne,
exactly.
It's just like, if I was high, it was fine.
It was fine. So it's
only if I was under the influence at the time.
It's incredible fact. So it's like, we have to be aware of, the perceptions of certain things, and just because things quote unquote are the way it is right now doesn't mean that it happened organically. Things can be placed, things can be tampered with, things can be fixed to a certain extent. So even with the direction of hip hop, in the early mid 90s with NWA and really more of the, the gangsterism music, less of the conscious music, that was being projected more as far as the gangsterism music, to where you're just promoting gangsterism, not really promoting any type of like artistry or lyrical.
But it's gangster rap, real rap music.
It's real.
Some people will say, yeah, Big Pun was real rap. He was rapping about shit that he actually been through.
But gangster rap,
but I ain't saying who, staying true to the game, no names playing it cool. That's still hip hop.
Exactly.
But let us know your opinions.
Come on, man. Let us know
what is fake hip hop, what is real hip hop. Is there a difference? Is there a huge difference, a slight difference? let us know, because we still trying to figure this shit out, and maybe one day we'll all figure this shit out.
One day, man.
Uh-huh.
See you next time.
Money, gotta have it.